Just when we thought that it was completely over for Vultures 2, a new release date has just been announced, and probably in the best possible way that it could be, by Kanye himself, so let's get into it. And along with this, a possible release time frame for Vultures 3 as well, which I don't think people are going to be happy about, but to be honest, with all of the music we have coming up, it definitely makes a lot of sense for that date. So keep watching the entire video so you can get all of this info, because it's important if you want to stay up to date with all of Ye and Ty's Vultures release schedule information. So when we all thought that Vultures 2 was either coming out last week, right after Rolling Loud, a random Sunday, well, we were all wrong, because it is now set for May 3rd. And the way that this was found out is actually insane. You guys are never going to believe it. Kanye thought he was sending Instagram DMs to the rapper Baby Keem, but he was actually accidentally sending DMs to a Baby Keem fan page. You actually can't make this shit up. Like, no way any of you thought that that was going to be how we know the date. I mean, we thought the Vultures 1 rollout was cooked. If that was cooked, I don't even know what I want to describe the Vultures 2 rollout as, because this is just a complete disaster. So you guys know how much I hate talking about this stuff without any backup, and I know it sucks that now the album is a month away, but there's actually kind of some proof to back this up. As always with leaks, take this with a big giant grain of salt, because there is a chance none of it could be true, but it also kind of all backs each other up, so yeah. And before we get into that, subscribe, leave a like. It helps out smaller channels like mine a ton and means the world. Thank you guys for that, and leaving comments. I read and try to reply to all of them, so let's get into this proof. So before this came out, this whole May 3rd thing, there was a small leaked announcement by one of the Twitter fan pages. And this all revealed that Kanye is going to be doing what Travis Scott did and trying to perform at the pyramids of Giza in Egypt. Perform, dance around with no mic. We don't know, but this is still a pretty huge deal, whatever it is, even for Kanye. I mean, he is about to do a show at one of the 7 wonders of the world, so I'm sure it will make huge buzz. And to the side a sec, no way he doesn't actually perform this night, right? Like, if he were to bring a mic to any performance, it would have to be this one. But besides the fact that this huge performance is coming up, it is actually set to happen right before Vultures 2 is set to release, at least with the new release date we have. Now, the performance, like I said, was leaked before the release date was leaked and sent to a random fan page, which gives me a little hope that all of this still has a pretty good chance of being real, because how would they know about each other unless the timing just matched up perfectly? And also, along with all of this, the fact that nothing was performed in regards to Vultures 2 at Rolling Loud Cali, like literally not a single song, tells us one thing. It tells us that we are not even close to this album being finished, and that Kanye and Ty and their teams are still probably working, recording verses, mixing for Vultures 2. I mean, we saw the same thing happen with Vultures 1. They did the listening parties and then just went dark for a small period of time. So I think this is just going to be a repeat of what that was. And we are going to be entering that dark point of the rollout for Vultures 2 where nothing happens. And I think it's self-explanatory, but with the delay of Vultures 2, also comes the delay of Vultures 3, which there are some leaks, like I said, to the time frame of that, but they are very iffy, and I don't really know if I want to believe them, but I will tell you guys about them just in case they do turn out to be true. And like all the other leaks, but honestly way more with this because we don't know for sure, whereas we kind of have proof for the other ones, and connecting the dots kind of makes the other ones believable. This one's just really hard to believe. This one is just someone's word, and not that good of word either, but people are trusting him, so I guess we have to talk about it. So the guy that has leaked some Ye info in the past, some stuff right, some wrong, has just potentially revealed that Vultures 3 is going to release in the November-December area of the year, which is a long time from now, especially if we're getting Vultures 1 and 2 this close together. I feel like Vultures 3 can only go one of two ways, which is either extremely hyped or just not hyped at all, complete in the trash can. But this date does make sense because we have a lot of big albums dropping that would block Ye from getting more number ones, like Taylor Swift, Metro Boomin and Future's album, honestly. And then Cardi is supposed to drop too, and there's no date for Cardi even, so it would make sense since his rollout is going on for him to drop before December, hopefully. Especially with the ways that things are looking now, though, with the hate that the listening parties are getting, it's just not looking good for Vultures 2 or 3, which honestly, the hate that those are getting are very deserved in my opinion. Like, I know I probably sound like a broken record, and I've said it in the past few videos and in this one, but the listening parties are only cool when no one knows the songs you're showing off and you're just showing off all new music. It's definitely not it when fans are paying hundreds of dollars just wanting and yearning for a performance for it just to be music playing off a speaker, which I can just go outside and do in my car for free, and I don't have to listen to songs like Paperwork. I'm sorry, I do not get the hype. It's bottom Vultures. I hate it more every time I hear it at a listening party. I've always been a big fan of letting an artist work. I really don't care about waiting a super long time for an album, especially if the outcome is really good or just exactly what the artist wants. We don't want anything rushed. I mean, we've seen it with albums in the past, and it has definitely paid off with things like Utopia, where there is a gap, and granted, there was a situation that caused that gap, but it was still really long, but it gave him time to work, and the album ended up really good because the fans were patient. But honestly, back to the shows, if they're not playing snippets at these shows, it's just highway robbery, bro. Like I said, you can do the same thing in your car for free, and honestly, I think it's killing the hype a little bit because these performances just give off a lot of laziness from Ye and Ty, and the fans are starting to realize that, and because of that, it's putting a pretty bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, and it's making me not nearly as excited for new music when we're just sitting watching the Vultures 1 set list of them not performing over and over again. And I know that's Ye's thing, but it's just not good hard stop. And to the actual LP defenders out there, I can't believe you exist. Stop lying, bro. There's no way you prefer this over an actual performance. Comment your guys' thoughts on this whole situation with the Vultures listening parties, because I want to know every single one of your guys' opinions on this. I love reading your guys' comments, and I'll try to reply to every single one. They do mean the world to me, like I said. That's all the yapping for today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more hip hop content. I got some great videos planned for the channel, so leave a like if you guys are excited for those. And along with that, be sure to follow OTN on TikTok and Instagram. We've been on the grind there, as well as joining the Discord to be a part of the best music community on the internet. There's going to be events in the Discord. I'll be interacting with you guys as well as other creators as well. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Join that. All of those links will be in the description down below. Thanks again so much for watching. And on that note,